flag number 10. He has 3 or more baby mamas. Now, listen, the day and age that we're in, a lot of times, first of all, you have to ask yourself this question. Am I okay with a blended family? Okay? So here's the deal. If you already have kids, you by default are okay with a blended family. Okay? Now, here's the deal. When we talk about 3 or more baby mamas, what are we saying? The reality is this. It suggests that there is a possibility that there may be at least, right, 3 individuals you may have to deal with. And if that's the case, are you okay with that? Are you okay with having to, in the future, deal with, varying personalities? If he was the one who cut the relationship off, you may be dealing with people who still want your man, right? If, he did not want the relationship to end, is he harboring feelings for the mother of his child? And so we can't afford to just say, oh, that's okay, and God, wipes away everything and everything as long as he said, no. You have to begin to position and posture in your heart. What do I want? Am I okay with these things? And if you're not okay, you have to be honest with yourself, be honest with God, and then even be honest with who you're dating, right? Now, I'm not going to tell you what to like, what not to like, but I am going to say this. When a person says that they have, multiple kids, different, baby mamas, then you have to know there is a possibility that you may have to interact with multiple people. And the question you must now ask yourself, am I okay with that? Can I handle that? Is that something I can live with? And so you want to make sure. Now, here's another question you have to ask yourself. How long ago, was this situation? Was this, did he just exit this 2 months ago, 3 months ago? You have to be careful when a person has just exited a relationship, because what it suggests is that maybe he may have lingering feelings. See, guys will always tell you, I don't have no feelings. I'm over it. That just wasn't for me. And I always say, you don't just believe what he says. You watch, you observe, you pay attention. And then in the process of time, reality. See, if he gets upset when the baby mama going out with somebody else, come on now, that means he still got feelings. Why do you care who she's dating? See, do you want to deal with that? Now, some people have that grace. Some people, that's another. I don't care because I'm the one who won. If that's your grace, that's your grace. But you have to know yourself and you have to be prepared. You got to be prepared for this number right here. What about when it's time to discipline? See, if that child lives with you and your spouse, your future spouse, and it's time to discipline, to set rules, and are you allowed to chastise them? See, fundamentally, kids need to be chastised, period. The word of God says, you spare the rod, you spoil the child. What does that mean? If you don't whip them, if you don't chastise them, you spoil your child. And spoiled children turn to be entitled adults. And don't even get me started when adults feel entitled. So here's the question. Are you going to be able to discipline them the way they should be? Some people have this thing, don't spank my child, don't say nothing to them. If they do something wrong, you come tell me, but they're in your house. So you have to think about all the varying dynamics of how this could go wrong, not to be fearful, but to be prepared, to get educated and to get some levels of counseling on how to deal with certain scenarios.